Welcome, everyone, to Trend Talks Life. I am your host, Erin Tomie. Today, we're talking to Trend Micro New South Wales Enterprise Sales Director, Chelsea Docherty. Chelsea, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on today. I'm really excited.
Yeah, of course. I'm very happy to have you. And I would love to just start with you sharing a bit about your role here at Trend Micro.
Cool. So I have been with Trend for, I think, just over 7 years now. I started as a regional account director, progressed into a major account manager role where I was looking after the banking and financial services sector. And for the past, I'd say it's almost 18 months, but I've been on maternity leave for a little while. I am leading the New South Wales enterprise sales team. We have 6 sellers in that team, 3 regional account managers and 3 major account managers.
Chelsea, I'd love to start back before Trend Micro and walk through what inspired you to pursue a career in cybersecurity.
I actually kind of fell into my career in cybersecurity. I did a Bachelor of Business. I majored in marketing, finance, and international business. And when I was at uni, I went to work for a motor vehicle claims organization, a company that my neighbor owned. She was incredibly lovely, strong female running the company. She put me in all of these different areas within the company. But when I graduated uni, I had kind of run out of things to do. I'd done everything that there was to do in this small organization. My brother was working in IT at the time, and he could see how bored I was. And he said to me, I've got a role at a at a company that his friend worked at. It's a cybersecurity organization. Why don't you just go for an interview, see what you think? It's good money. Just go try it out. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm technical enough to be dangerous. I could probably do this. I've got no idea what cybersecurity really is, but let's go for it. I fell in love from the first interview. They were talking about technologies that were being used to scan criminals' mobile phones, and I was in love.
Just like that. And how did you find your way to Trend Micro? What were you looking for an organization? I know you fell into the cybersecurity, but once you were really getting into it, what were you looking for when you found Trend and decided to become a trender?
Yeah, so from that company, they had a relatively small operation in Australia. I was looking for a bit more culture, and I moved to another cybersecurity vendor, not Trend, so in between this first one and Trend. And there was where I kind of honed my skills in cybersecurity and in selling. That organization was going through a bit of change. I was with them for 5, almost 6 years. They were bought by a large multinational. They were then bought by a private equity company, and things just started to change within the organization. We lost a lot of our culture. I wasn't looking for a role when Trend called me, but I wasn't entirely happy where I was either. So I accepted the request for a meeting. I went and met with one of the major account managers, the managing director and the enterprise leader at the time. And I basically said to them, why would I want to join Trend? I've heard about Trend. I know it's a good technology, but tell me, why did you guys join? Why should I be looking? And all 3 of them just looked at each other and said that they have never worked at an organization that took care of their employees more than Trend did. Everything that they said after that just validated that point, that Trend seemed to be an organization that looked after their employees. And it was what I was looking for. I didn't even realize it. I was looking for stability. I was looking for more than just a place to work.
How soon after that experience in the interview and hearing what they shared about Trend Micro, did you actually feel that as a trender yourself, where it actually felt real and you could see, oh yeah, this is what they spoke about in the interview, and now I'm experiencing it myself? Was it something that happened right away, or you noticed it over time? You realize, oh, hey, this is okay. I can see how this feels different than other places that I've worked.
Yeah, so almost immediately. There were a couple of different things within the first 6 months that kind of made me think, okay, these guys just, they weren't making it up. They were real. I think I joined in the October, and that December, I mean, we're taking trend technology and trend account approach out of it here and just talking about the company itself firstly. That December, I couldn't believe that every single employee got a Christmas present. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been an ice cream maker or something like that. You know, something silly, but every employee, didn't matter how long they'd been there, got a Christmas present. Then I think it was just about the end of my probation time, I heard about a couple of trend employees from my team going over to the Philippines to do the home building project. Because I was still in probation, I couldn't qualify for it, but I saw what they were doing and they brought back photos and stories, and I just said, yeah, okay, this is a company I want to stay with. This is a company that actually cares about making a difference in the world and not just making profits. I think also, again, within that first 12 months, if we shift back to how did the company show that they cared more about people, specifically relating to technologies that we sell. I think one of our customers in New South Wales had a breach. The breach didn't involve trend at all. It was a different technology. We weren't being used in that area. And I saw pretty much the whole New South Wales office just down tools and all jump to help this particular customer.
You mentioned putting the employee first. You mentioned taking care of the community and taking care of others, and it's not focus on our competitors as other cybersecurity companies. The focus on is protecting our customers against the actual competitors, which is the bad guys, the hackers, the threat actors. And I think it's something that I have always appreciated about the cybersecurity industry as a whole. I came from a marketing background in school, and I struggled when I was graduating because I didn't want to be marketing something I didn't believe in and something that I didn't think that people actually needed. And when I found trend and cybersecurity, I felt that I could stand behind what we were selling because it was something that was needed. It was something that was protecting people and organizations and communities. And we do that through our products, but we also do that through our outreach programs like the home building project in the Philippines.
Exactly. Couldn't agree with you more. And I think one of the major differences I've seen working for Trend than working for other cybersecurity vendors is, yes, profits are still important because we're a business. We have to make money. We have to be profitable so that we can continue to keep the lights on and pay our employees. But I am yet to see a situation where Trend has put profit above their customers or above their employees. We've been profitable for, was it over 105 quarters now, I think, which is basically every quarter for 30-something years. So we're doing something right, but we're also doing it with heart.
Now that you've been a trender for over 7 years, any highlights? I'm sure there have been many highlights, but any particular highlights or meaningful experiences that really stand out to you?
Yeah, I've mentioned the home building program a couple of times already because I just don't see any other organization offering something like this. We have, obviously, large part of our business is in Philippines. We have a lot of our support services in Philippines, and we all know that Philippines is kind of a place of a real dichotomy between those who have money and those who don't. And they have this really vicious cycle of not being able to get a job if they don't have a physical place to receive their paychecks. But how can they afford a physical place to receive paychecks if they don't have money? And so in recognizing that, Trend multiple times a year actually send employees from all over the world to go and support one of the local charities there, Gawad Kalinga, and help communities build houses, build schools, I was lucky enough to go. My husband was lucky enough to join me because for some reason that year they had an extra spot. We spent a week in a small town, a couple of hours outside of Tarlik City. We were actually there during one of the large earthquakes. We spent almost a week digging toilets, bringing buckets of soil in to build foundations for families that were going to be living in this area. I think that's probably something that changed me to the core, seeing how little these people had, but how happy they were and how happy they were to share what they had with us. That's probably been one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Yeah, I've heard so many incredible stories from trenders who've gone to the Philippines and participated in the home building project. I haven't done it myself, but it's definitely something that I hope to experience one day. And Chelsea, thank you so much just for joining me and talking about your journey to Trem Micro, getting into cybersecurity, and why you enjoy being a trender so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for having me.